Well, we'll be back to the men's competition next, and it's a very important match between England and Argentina. The winner will go through to the Cup quarter-finals. England finished the World Series strongly, but as we get to the business end of the pool stages, Ben Ryan's men will need to dig deep against what is always a determined Argentina. That they do know. Finalists in 2009, Argentina have not enjoyed as much success since then, but are more than capable of derailing England's aspirations and ambitions. And you can be assured that Captain Nicola Brusone will have his squad fired up for this one. Some entertainment then for the crowds as we look ahead. Ben Gollings to the game between England and Argentina. England know exactly what they need to do here. Win the game and you go through to the Cup quarter-finals.
Yeah, you don't want to be leaving this to chance or points or maths. Come into this game with the attitude, we've got to come out with a win. And it's going to be tough because Argentina suffered a loss earlier on today, so they know they've got to come out and win this game, and they'll be fired up. Always a tough clash, England-Argentina. They're a hard team to play against, and Argentina always raise their game against England.
They met on 4 occasions on the World Series circuit last season, and it was 2 wins apiece, with England having the last say at their home tournament in London back last month. And what about the selection, Ben Ryan's selection for this final all-important pool clash, Ben?
Interesting. It's good to see John Brake back in there because he really is an engine in this team. Surprised to see Tom Mitchell not starting. I thought he's been playing well this weekend. He certainly added something extra to the England team, but maybe he wants to use that impetus off the bench later on in the game.
Yeah, interesting to see that James Rodwell also starts from the bench. Nicola Brusone, he is the Argentine captain. But for England, well, Dan Norton and Matt Turner are proven match winners. But as Ben Gollings has just alluded, well, John Brake is the man who's caught the eye in the opening 2 matches, crossing for 3 tries. Frenchman Alex Ruiz takes charge of this one in the, what shall we call it, tequila sunrise colours. The orange and, well, it's going to be quite a salad out there, isn't it, of colour for this match. And it's a new look England jersey yet again, which will draw attention, no doubt. Christian Lewis-Pratt starts at 10, a jersey graced over the years by my co-commentator Ben Gollings. Christian Lewis-Pratt excelled in the FIRA European Sevens series a couple of seasons ago and made his debut in the Dubai tournament of 2011. So it's Lewis-Pratt then to get the game underway. The final match in pool play for England and Argentina. And the first mistake, the first error from Argentina, the knock-on. Argentina in some in a fetching new strip, although retaining their traditional blue and white colours. That is the situation in Pool F. Now, if Argentina rather could win this match, they'd be equal on points there, and we'll need to get our calculators out. Dan Norton taking it into contact. Lewis-Pratt is back there, challenged by 2 Argentinian players, dragging him into touch so they can get the line out and get on with play as well.
Yeah, Dan Norton there, just keep hold of the ball. We've seen this, it's so crucial not to give away 50-50s and let opposition pounce on those loose balls. Keep the ball away from Argentina.
So competitive, aren't they, the South American nation?
They're a dogged side to play against, and they'll work for every last inch of this piece of grass with this ball in hand or without it.
And they're at their most dangerous when you think they're down and out, and we've seen that over the years. The days of Santiago Gomez Cora, who played his last match at the 2009 Rugby World Cup. It wasn't to be for Santiago, the swan song as he would have liked, the finalist in 2009. And Argentina still battling away. Lucio Lopez-Fleming, another key player in that squad. So the game littered with mistakes in the opening 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether he was trying to dummy kick it or kick it. I think he dummied nearly everybody. They've spotted the fact that we've alluded to this before, that England play a very hard defence with usually 7 men up rather than using the 6-man with the sweeper. Argentina like to kick the ball. They'll utilise that tactic to put it in behind England. Yeah,
Argentina kick possession more than most these days. It used to be Kenya that did the kicking, but now it's Argentina that do the kicking and do the chasing as well. Scrabbling for possession. England through Jeff Williams, set it up midway between their own 22 and the 10-metre line. Rob Vickerman, the captain, the helmeted Rob Vickerman, looking to release Matt Turner. But once again, it's John Brake, a flanker in 15s at under 18 level. And once again, it's Argentina who get the decision from the referee, Alex Ruiz, in a little hurry perhaps, trying to force the pass. Ignacio Passman from the Champagnat club in Buenos Aires, back rower in 15s. 9 IRB tournaments to his name. Lots of experience in both these sides. Good ripping there by the captain, Rob Vickerman. Now then, Jeff Williams, can he get England on the front foot? It's Brake once again. Look at him go, doing some sterling work in this tournament as John Brake. Turner eyes the gap, and that's the breakthrough England were looking for. And Matt Turner, their top try scorer last season, claims the opening score against Argentina in this all-important pool clash, the Pool F decider.
Well, it was great to see England putting up a defence here, not jumping out of line and missing tackles, but sending Argentina back and back and back, till eventually there was only one Argentinian player behind the ball. Isolate, get the turnover. Then John Brake, he's been asking questions of this defence the whole game so far. Little sniping runs off the back of rucks, and then it's Matt Turner who comes away with the gap. The step and try.
Simplest of conversions for Christian Lewis-Pratt. And England lead Argentina by 7-0. England finished a disappointing 6th on the IRB series table, by their own standards that is, but finished strongly at the 2 last tournaments, the European tournaments in Glasgow and in London at Twickenham, down from a 3rd position this previous season. Good chasing by England. Brake and Vickerman get their man. The ball is presented nicely. The passing is not so good. Argentina not as efficient as they have been in the past, that's for sure.
There, I don't think it needed the miss pass. He had another player with him, utilise the hands, take the defence out, and then he's got a simple 2-on-1 on the outside.
Brake, good work, combining well with his captain Rob Vickerman. Turner, good work, drawing the men and looking to release Dan Norton. Christian Lewis-Pratt going backwards, but he's done well. Oh, initially he had, perhaps looking where he was passing. Turner made a good tackle there. Norton in the thick of it. Alex Ruiz on the spot. England up very, very quickly in defence. That's Francisco Morello. Sterling effort from England, the tackling, making the tackles count again, and it's Brake who snaps up the loose ball. Norton looks for the try line, there it is. Dan Norton topped the world list last season with 52 tries. They've not been as forthcoming this weekend. That's his 3rd try, and it's a crucial try as well. It's a 2nd for England.
Well, something that's been missing in the England game for a while, especially during this last season, is the quality of tackle. But here they've stepped it up another level, and they're smacking the Argentinians, who just can't get headway. And again, creating turnover ball Dan Norton on hand to finish the try.
Dan Norton turned down Premiership contracts to focus on sevens, and he's another player that has one eye on the Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, as the referee's assistant signals that the conversion is good and gives England a healthy lead at half-time. 14 points to 0 then. That's England's tally over Argentina as we arrive at the break. Argentina, current South American champions.
Estamos demasiado abiertos con la pelota, ¿sí? Quede gente afuera, pero cerca de la pelota. Tenemos que estar un poquito más cerca. Empecemos a acercarnos un poquito más. No nos quedemos descansando a 20 metros. ¿Está claro? Necesitamos de entrada empezar a tener la posición de la pelota. Atentos que siguen siendo siempre 10. La utilización del pie con un tipo rápido. Muchachos, vamos, porque estamos bien en defensa.
Romagnoli, former coach, a former player rather.
But with all of that around us, let's be accurate. Because one more and they're dead. Yeah. All right? Our biggest weapon in that half. All right, let's keep that standard up. Even if it's 3 points, let's score. Yeah. We stay 3 scores ahead. Yeah. Play it like a final. Yeah.
Ben Ryan looking for accuracy, supported by his captain there, Rob Wickerman. You may have heard the call.
Comunicación, lectura y comunicación.
Communication, I think we understand that, Bengolings. Let's talk to one another, because a few passes have gone astray for Argentina in that opening 7 minutes, and the statistics at the bottom of the frame there tell their own story.
Certainly, Argentina need to look to just hold on to this ball and start building attack. And interesting seeing what Rob Wickerman was saying. The quality of tackle has been key for England in that first half, and they need to produce the same now going into this second half.
So England setting up the pod then. Wickerman and Tom Powell prepared to receive the restart. Javier Rojas pushed that one down on the 10-meter line, but Argentina can't capitalise on what was a well-placed kick by the Argentina number 12.
England dealing with it well, regaining possession, but Jeff Williams just took his eye off the ball there.
It's remarkable, really. Over 130 players have come through the sevens squads before going on to play for the Los Pumas. Oh, good work. Matias Moroni again. Pass doesn't go to hand. Ramiro Moyano picks it up. Second season for Moyano in sevens. Oh, where's this going to land, I wonder? Unfortunately for Argentina, into the hands of Ignacio Passman, who has Facundo Panchira Garrido on hand, and it will be a score for Francisco Morello, a consistent scorer for Argentina over the years. This is his 6th year in the sevens squad, and he's given his side hope at the top of the second half.
Well, Argentina stuttering slightly in attack there, especially on the far side with a bit of a wayward pass that could have probably led to a try. But here we see them actually get some momentum. They start to get the offloading into the game, and a good try there from Francisco Morello.
Taking the ball one-handed. One of, if not the most experienced player in this Argentina squad. 41 tournaments on the IRB World Series to his name. 14 to 5.
Thank you.
Conversion being missed. And as ever in sevens, it's the try-scoring team that gets to restart. A little too far perhaps that time for the Argentine forwards, taken in by the replacement James Rodwell. Returning from the Rugby World Cup of 2009, Turner back into his own 22, looks for the men out wide. This is Rodwell. The pass was forward.
Thank you.
Big mistakes like that can cost dearly, because Argentina are well placed here, just outside the England 22.
Rob Wickerman showing his frustrations there. They know they've got to be clinical.
Break, looking to put pressure on Nicola Brusone. Oh, lovely step inside and a clear path to the try line for Javier Rojas. Missed a few passes in the first half, but that ball stuck like glue to his hands, and in an instant, in a flash, he was under the posts.
Yeah, England slipping off here. You see Christian Lewis-Platt over chasing on the 10. There's no need, he just needs to stay level with him. He's given him the opportunity of the step, and that's a cracking step, scoring under the post to add the extra 2.
So 2 quick tries and a conversion, and Argentina are back where they want to be, within sight of England. They trail by 2, and there's plenty of time to go. Out right, and this is Marcus Watson. Quick look up there from Tom Mitchell, taking it out far on the right and drawing Dan Norton into all sorts of trouble there. And this is where the Argentinians like to mix it in the close quarter stuff. Mike Ellery, as Ben Ryan empties his bench, 3 from 5 on the bench, can come on at any one time, and it looks as if Ben Ryan has used all his bench players. Brusone. And Alex Ruiz not happy that England were back the mandatory 10 metres. Andres Romagnoli still a little concerned, but he'll be happier now than he was at half-time. With 2 minutes remaining, well, it's anyone's game, isn't it?
Well, surprised to see a chip and chase not implemented on that last passage of play there by Argentina. England were coming up really hard. A chip over probably would have finished them off.
Portugal defeated Argentina by 17-10. Argentina defeated Hong Kong 47-7. England found it tough against Portugal before emerging winners 21-7, and then overwhelming Hong Kong by 38-7. And it all could come down to points difference as Argentina come again into midfield. A neat little sweep through there. Oh, Brusone almost gathered the ball. That would have been a fantastic score to take Argentina into the lead, but England breathe again with 1.5 minutes remaining.
I thought he still had the ball in his hands. England's heart's beating pretty hard there, but they get away with it. They need to make sure they can try and steal this ball now from Argentina. We're looking sharp at the last passage of play in this second half.
Oh, so many times we've seen Argentina over the years steal a game out of the fire with a minute and less than that to go. Oh, not the best lineouts for them. The ball goes forward. Did he go forward first?
Okay. By what? Black ball.
So 55 seconds, under a minute to go.
England need to be positive with this ball. Don't sit back and just wait for the clock. Be positive. Try and get another try.
Break. Mitchell to midfield, looking for the pace of Dan Norton out wide, but Argentina have him well covered. But well done, Dan Norton. He's made the ball available. Now then, break. England hanging on here to a 2-point lead as the clock ticks down. Less than 20 seconds remaining. The stop and go from Dan Norton, looking to bring Mike Ellery in on the scissors. Perhaps it's a penalty to Argentina, and this will be the last throw of the dice for them. Play on, says Alex Ruiz. And Argentina breathe again, and there's life left in this match. So long as Argentina have possession, it's there for Jeronimo de la Fuente. This is Francisco Morello, one of the 2 try scorers, as you may have heard the hooter in the background. So if it is going to happen for Argentina, and if the finalists of 2009 are to progress to the Cup quarter-finals, then it has to happen here, and they have to retain possession. Going backwards now, they've probably coughed up some 50 metres, but they have men over on the right. Cutting back inside, that's Francisco Morello, once again using all his experience. The patient build-up from Argentina, but it's a nervous end to what has been a very nervous game by both teams, in fact. In there goes Rob Vickerman to try and steal the ball, but it's still on for Argentina as they sweep it right this time. One more pass should do it. Did that go forward? No, it didn't. Play on, says Alex Ruiz. Looking to send the man into touch, and there it is. As Alex Ruiz, does he call time? There are players on the floor wherever you look, and the whistle has blown, and England somehow have held on here to defeat Argentina by 14 points to 12. Will be calculated.